All right, guys, I'm at 1926 Island View in Oak Harbor, and what a wonderful front yard. It's one of my favorite locations, kind of the West Beach area in Oak Harbor. There's a complete back way to get to the base, and I have to go on the highway. Not that that matters, but it's quite scenic and really pretty. It's very quiet. The main road is on the back side of these houses, but it's really going to be kind of all residential use. Looks like we have a lot of kids around. Looks like we have a lot of people that do boating around. When I see lots of stuff, I always think kind of long-term residents. So, for whatever that's worth, sometimes it's nice to be in a neighborhood where it's not super transitional. And that's kind of what this looks like to me. So I don't know if anybody is home here or what the sitch is, but the exterior of the house itself looks like the paint is fresh. I almost think we may have either a wood product or some cement hardy siding, and then some milled timber, cedar of some sort. The roof, while it doesn't look brand new, it looks very new, and of course we'd leave that up to a home inspector. I've got this extra pad on the side of the big long driveway. So if you had a recreational vehicle of some sort, obviously based on what the neighbors have, there would be no limitation on, a boat, an RV or something like that. I said it's a lovely front yard, but it's also kind of a blank slate, meaning there's, room to do stuff. So if you wanted to have flower garden or anything, these green lids typically represent where the septic components are. So we'll look a little closer at that. And now that I'm a little closer to the house, I would say all of the siding is wood. That would not be uncommon for the age of the home. And frankly, it's my second favorite type of siding. So I like cement hardy first because low maintenance. And then I like real wood. Especially when a little bit of the foundation is revealed. This one's a little closer to the earth, so we want to make sure we scoot back some of the gardening components. Me personally, I would put about a 12-inch band around the footing of the house, maybe go down about 6 inches, and put in the bigger garden rock, round stone, kind of marble to golf ball size, and that will really help keep that drained very nicely. So I'm going to pop in and get the key, and then we will get inside. All right, guys, a really cute front door with some nice light, windows that will bring light into the entryway. Looks like we have very new laminate flooring. Maybe it's LV, but it looks like a laminate to me. The paint looks very fresh. The tone is in the grays. The flooring is kind of a brown gray mix. We have nice baseboard here, nice square baseboard. The house is very clean. It smells good. We have immediately to the left, I'm going to go with this was probably like a formal living room or the front room. These are double pane windows, but these are actually wood trim. It looked like vinyl, but wood trim. So it's a little better quality window than a vinyl. It's going to leach less energy. And then you have electric baseboard heating here. So typically that is zoned. And so typically from room to room, there might be a thermostat of sorts for that. I'm not seeing it quite yet, so it may be eluding me. It's possible that it's in the hallway, and it's possible that one thermostat controls the living areas, and then the bedrooms may have their own, but we'll take a look at that. Certainly the builder would have intended the space here to be like a little dining space. And the kitchen is a galley style. The cabinets actually look newer than the age of the home. And the appliances are updated. The counters are laminate, but they really do look like they're in excellent shape. And it seems like wood there. It's possible that these are an original box and then a newer door I'm not going to go completely out, out on that one. Also, why I love a single story house. So if you want to update the lighting, this would be certainly something we would anticipate for the age of the house, this kind of fluorescent run. But you have no bedrooms above you. So there is no reason you couldn't go through and put recessed lighting throughout here, and that would really modernize the house. We also have popcorn ceiling. Me personally, I could go either way. I don't love the aesthetic of it, but unless you have it done professionally, I'm not really into removing this because it is hiding drywall, seams, etc. But if you could or wanted to have the popcorn removed and then maybe tuck the lighting up into the ceiling, you could very easily change the feel of this house. Like, how old does the house feel? Same with the baseboards. I just had clients take their baseboards out and they painted them. They Rust-Oleum'd the baseboards to white, and it made the house feel so much newer. Okay, off of the kitchen, there's a laundry room, which is nice, and that has a side door, so we don't have dirty feet coming straight into the house. This probably goes to the garage. Yeah. This is a fire-rated door, but oh no, the hinges are working. It feels a little light. We have an older or maybe even an original wood door out here. Again, if we're just talking about, how could we make some improvements to that house without adding like a ton of money? It may be time to replace the old wooden door with a new vinyl door or metal door. One with a transom window in it could be really cool. The water heater doesn't look ancient, but it looks older. I don't see an expansion tank, and that would be something that would make me think that it's newer. Probably have our panel out here. Oh, there's also a door to the bathroom from the garage. So, looks like well-labeled panel. I don't see any extra room. Again, this is certainly original. I don't see anything that's talking to me about safety concerns, but we would leave that up to the home inspector to tell us what I'm not seeing. Water treatment. So do we have well water out here? This isn't even plugged in. It's not connected at all. So maybe somebody had a water softener at one time. There's scuttle access over the garage. I see a lot of people convert these to drop down so that they can use the space above the garage for storage. And this door isn't closing all the way. The springs, these have little pins in them that help them close, so that spring may need to be adjusted. Here's the thermostat for this space, and that's what I was looking for in the other room, didn't find it. And nice storage closet here. They, probably have used this as a pantry, and it would be a really terrific pantry so close to the kitchen. The other thing I'll mention is that, there's this whole other space on the other side of the kitchen. So, this could be a breakfast nook. This could actually be a cute bench along here and then a little round table. But if you really wanted to, you could certainly extend the kitchen in here. Another thing I'd mention is that a mini split or a ductless heat pump could be a really nice addition to a home like this. So they have a larger dining table in this room and a really large living group. The view is pretty. The house feels a little dark, but today it is dark and rainy. But here we go. We have the one-story house again. So could we ever consider putting in some skylights that would bring in more natural light? So this looks to me to be an aluminum frame double pane window, huge backyard, really, really pretty. The fence looks a little long in the tooth, so that might need some love. These are likely the original windows, and these are double pane aluminum framed. Nice deck. That looks like a newer deck. It's not that high off of the ground, but it's a nice area to put a, al fresco dining table. Giant television. Here's that thermostat I was looking for. So This was likely like the coat closet, and they've converted it to a little nook, maybe a little reading nook. It's actually quite cute, but this could really easily be a drop zone. You know, we have little cubbies underneath for shoes and little hooky things in there for coats. So, linen closet, hallway bathroom. Again, I don't think this is original. Maybe the box is. This almost feels original, so I don't know. Again, I don't think the sink is original, but you know, there's things that are updated. So it's certainly an updated faucet, and then an updated mirror and light, but they're different types of metals. So I might say, okay, if I really like this antique brass look, I might just Rust-Oleum paint these and then update the handles, that sort of thing. Updated commode, wall heater, and that has its own thermostat. Might be time to update the thermostats. Frankly, I would probably update this heater. Tub shower combo, that is a fiberglass insert. First bedroom on the right. So they either have painted this baseboard or they put in a new one. And I'm going to go with a new one because they have a new thermostat. This is a twin bed. Easily a queen could fit in here. Limited to where you would put a dresser. They've put one in a closet. There are no closet doors here. This is super common. People take those doors out just for deep storage. You know, you can put a dresser in there without doors, but you could certainly add doors back if you wished. Okay, down the hallway, another bedroom on the right-hand side. This has not had an updated baseboard. It does have an updated thermostat. This is a much larger room. That headboard wall could fit a king-size bed. Not that you would want one in a guest room, but there is plenty of space for it. And then this is a nice long wall here where a chest of drawers could fit. Obviously, they have a triple right there. And then the primary. And this is a gigantic space. Again, I would say the whole house feels a little dark. It could very well be this terrible weather we're having today. You've got some trees around that are, you know, hiding the available light. This house actually does face west. I think it would be kind of southwest here. So on a sunny day, you probably get a lot of light through that side of the house. This back here would be morning light, which is probably always better. You know, if you want to sleep in, you don't have a lot of sun coming in. There's a walk-in closet here. Switch. There we go. So not giant, but nice. And this is a king-size bed, if I didn't mention that. So there's certainly plenty of room for that, plus tons of circulation space. This bathroom appears to be updated. They have a funky light bulb color in here, so it's making the room feel pink and yellow at the same time. It's definitely kind of greens and grays, and they did a nice job with everything. So this is a insert and kind of a new, I would call it, you know, kind of a Home Depot box vanity. The trim work is not terrific, so I might put a little piece of quarter round around there. So I'm guessing the homeowner did this work. But anyways, the house is really cute. I don't see anything jumping out at me as a big concern. You know, home inspector is going to tell us what we can't see for ourselves. But no unusual smells. Nothing jumping out at me as like, oh my gosh, you're going to have to repair this. It does have the wood stove, which would probably really warm this house up, not necessarily needing the baseboards. If I were doing some improvements here, I would think about the cosmetic improvement of taking out the popcorn, have that done professionally. I would give strong consideration to either updating with new baseboards or putting a whole house heat pump system in, and I would do something that's like the ductless heat pump. maybe do a few updates to lighting. Me personally, I'm not super concerned with countertops, but you know, it could be pretty to bring in some quartz and an undermount sink. And it's such a little amount of space that it wouldn't cost a lot of money. I bet you could even get a remnant for that. The neighborhood is just a location I really like. I've always been fond of West Beach. I like whether you're going south to Coopville or north to Deception Pass or to the base. I love the access, and it's just an absolutely beautiful drive. Does feel like they've been using their wood stove today, probably due to this fantastic weather. And I guess that's it. Very nice.